Hi everyone. This is Today is 3rd of Jan, New Year. Happy New Year to everyone. We'll start with BTC. We'll also look at some high long-term view as well. So starting with Bitcoin as usual, starting with 1 day time frame, and then we'll go higher. Okay, so at this moment, what I see here is doing nothing kind of scenario where BTC touched this warning level couple of times in recent past. So this was a point of rejection, and these are two support points, and these are interim resistance. Now we can say, right? Right now this is a support because it's on the same line. So support come resistance. Looking at 1 day, I would say it's in fine balance. Okay, so as long as it's above the warning level, we can say it has still chance to make a um, new high from here, new high with respect to this point of rejection, and that's doable. We can draw one simple trend line, but trend lines are not so reliable source. But just to get an idea, this is the first trend line which got rejected earlier. Then this was the second trend line where it got rejected, but you could see that what happened here is it got rejected but quickly rebound. So not quite fail in this case. So you can adjust like this. So the problem with the trend line is you keep on changing trend line, but it gives us some idea that what it's trying to do. Ideally, what it should do is it should go up and hit this line. So what I'll do is I'll keep this line extended like this. Okay, maybe some other color. Stone. Yeah, I'll use some different color. Okay. And then we'll see if it goes up and hits this one. This is just for reference point. Very interesting. Right, so at this moment, we can say BTC is doing nothing, but I'm treating BTC as having positive setup. So this is still a wait and watch game for us because it's not revealing the game what it wants to do. I see that the DXY is also up by 1%, but this is not significant, not at all. Um, and 1 day, this is a support, and it has bounced at the support, so we definitely need to watch out. I saw bond yields not going up; they have corrected. Just 10-year bond. We can look for this one, yeah. And it's still in the correction, so this is not a problem. Let's look at the weekly quickly. And the uptrend is not broken, of course not, but there's sign of weakness this week, which is a good sign. We like it to continue going down, and ideally it should drop below 3 at least. Ideally it should go below 2.5, but even if it drops below 3, then it would be really it would really help the stock market and BTC, in my opinion. So bond yields are still having uptrend, but there is sign of meltdown, a sign of weakness. So this has to be observed. It should not recover from here and go up, otherwise it will put extra pressure. So at this moment, the DXY in this week is bouncing, but this is not so significant. It has been dropping. We'll see. But I'm watching. So if there's any major move or any threat, then I'll highlight. So going back to BTC, let's look at BTC on weekly. As you could see, there is nothing. This weekly candle is flat. Even prior to candles are sort of flat, there's nothing. So for last 4 5 weeks, in fact, since mid-November, almost 2 months now, doing nothing. Because it's very narrow range, and from a big picture point of view. If I zoom out, then you can see that this is very narrow range. But there's something positive going on. What I'm seeing here is this leg is not so deep. It's hard to explain. Maybe I'll draw something for better visualization. So I consider, let's say, it's a big consolidation, and then this is a second consolidation. You see this smaller one, and then I would consider this as a third one. You see, so the severity of drop has come down. The amount of consolidation has gone down. You see, so there could be one drop if we think about the bearish scenario and then go up, but it is possible that from here, I mean, right now I'm taking position that by adding green arrow and you have the warning level. So only this green arrow will be invalidated only if it breaks below whatever level. I think 16,000. Let's quickly check the warning level. 16,300. And the risk level is 15,600. Yeah. So that's the range you may say. From a big picture point of view, that will invalidate this upside move, and we'll see. But right now, as I said, I'm sticking to the green arrow and we'll make a required change if it breaks below. Right. So coming back to my early point, let me remove this circle for now. So the amount of consolidation is actually shortened. The drop is also not much. So this has to end from this point of view. I mean, there are many ways we can look at the same chart, but this is one of the easiest and intuitive way to look at it. So right now, this is my step. Also, from our monthly trend line point of view, it's about the yellow line, right? So it's on it. Accuracy point of view, roughly over there. Yeah, or just on top of it. So it's in the game. There's absolutely no need to assume about extreme levels on downside levels. But we'll see if anything, if it makes any downside move. Right. So in summary, for BTC, BTC is not gaining anything, neither gaining or breaking below. So it's just flat. It's not. It hasn't opened its card. We can say that. So we got to wait and watch. There's no other way but wait for it. Anyways, I'm keeping an eye and keep you guys posted. Meanwhile, let's say I go through all the odds. Atom is one of the strong coin, as you know. Weekly, so third weekly green candle, very positive. So this is a double bottom from this local setup point of view. From a big picture point of view, it hasn't come to this level, so pretty strong that point of view. So Atom is strong. Okay, and we are focusing on health and we are focusing on where it stands in the from a support point of view. As you know, I didn't add any additional support because I wanted to see if it goes up. So AVAX, I would say, I would wait for AVAX to break above this, and that's why I didn't add support. I mean, we can say this is a support, but I would like AVAX to break above this support, and then we can say, okay, if it breaks above, then we could have, protection below this, and then expect it to continue moving up. So I would wait for it to break above. So it looks good. Right now it's looking good. BNB is flat, but it's kind of stabilizing. Ugly drop we see stabilizing for last 2 weeks. So it's not gaining, but one way we can say it's getting positive. So this is also wait and watch game. Crow. Crow is the same story. Nothing but holding up the support, which is positive. Though it's a bit disappointing in my opinion. Um, it used to be like it was very strong, and of course these moves were more Elon specific and his tweets and all that. So Doge has been always unpredictable in a way because you never know how when it will kickstart and make 20-30% kind of a move. So that has always been a surprise factor. From a technical point of view, it is still about the support. This support was added long back, as you know, many weeks ago, and it's holding up the support. So from that point of view, it's still positive. Dot is one of the weakest coins. So we can say this is support as I mentioned for AVAX. I will wait for it to break about this support then because right now it is actually continuing with the low, new low, but there is a sign of stabilization here. So we'll see. I would say the same for EGLD. We'll wait for it to break about this support 40.26 and then we'll see. This moment is an opportunity. ETH is stabilizing here. It is still making higher lows if you look at it. So absolutely no sign of, no sign of breakdown currently. We can also add a yellow line here for reference. So as long as it's about 1120 or something, or maybe 1100, let's say, it's good. I saw Filecoin making a move last week, which was really positive. If on a daily, we can see that a couple of good moves. This was a really good move, but shot down. But it didn't give up. It rebounded. So overall, if you look at it, it's kind of consolidating like high, low. So lower highs it's making. So we can say this kind of a pennant kind of a formation here like this. So we can say this support is very important for this structure. And so ideally we would like to see, if not this week, next week, making more on the upside. So condition is three is the support, $3 is the support. Okay, for now, I don't know, that's not so important. Just for visualization. Flux, let's see, flux. Flux is not bad at all. If we look at daily, let's try the week or this week is little weak, otherwise prior 2 weeks were green and so still this is good. As long as it's above support, it's good. That this is a tricky triangle. The triangle is not complete, so the pattern is not complete. Many people would consider this is a descending triangle. Answer is yes, but incomplete. The pattern has to be complete somewhere here. This is not complete, so uh, we cannot say it's breaking down. What might happen if it goes up and then come down? Then there is a big risk. So there is no risk at this moment. Okay, FTM is looking good, right? Last 4 weeks were really bad. Now this is good. So the moment it breaks above 0.215, I would say then it offers opportunity. Or if you want to wait for little longer, then probably breaking out this yellow line might be a good idea around 0.265, somewhere around this region. And of course, this is another reference point and the blue. But yeah, I think I see some, and this is a very positive setup. HNT, I would say the same for HNT, like what I said from dot. It has been making new lows. In between, it made a good move, but kind not. And this is more like a bump and dump. So so what I will say is we can ignore this coin for now. I won't remove it, but we can ignore it and wait for it to break about this level. I know, not this level, orange level, because um, or maybe this support level, because this downtrend is not breaking away. It's not reversing. So I think we have to ignore this for now. KCS is now slowly, if you look at what is happening, just see the rounding thing nicely. This is looking positive to me for now. Okay, so of course this low is always point of reference, but this is one can take this opportunity and then maybe you can keep this 6.26 as a reference point, or if you want more, then this could be the reference point or support. Right, so maybe I'll add one line because it dropped a lot and there's no lower support at this moment. I would give the immediate support would be this, and then this is the ultimate one. So this is opportunity in my point of view, where this is support, so very close, so very less risk comparatively. The next one is a link. Link is stuck in this block, as you could see. So we had added this block for a reason, doing nothing, absolutely nothing. Even if it breaks above this block, let's say if I reduce this to the and comes out, maybe I'll draw this much. $8 would be a good idea. $8 will change. Okay, so this has to break about $8 for link to be relevant. For now, I would not touch it. Matic is stabilizing. I would not say it's making move, but there is a wider pattern I see. You see, if I compress, maybe you will be able to see that. So let me draw. You see this kind of a pattern. Oops. Similar pattern if we draw. Let's see, like this. Maybe this, something like this. Of course, this pattern will be invalidated if this support zone, I would say zone because it's a bit tricky. This is a support zone. If support zone is broken, yeah, 0.67 is the lower. This is so as long as it's above the support zone, it's good. So in a way, expecting it to make this arch kind of a shape and move forward, or I mean upwards. So we'll see how it goes. Sandcoin, I would say the same for Sandcoin, like what I said for HNT, continuing with the downtrend. So I'll not touch it unless it breaks above at least this support. We'll see. So we can safely ignore it. SOL has been like really in good mood this week, right? And I had highlighted, so it touched the support, a perfect touch, and little lower, but pretty good. By the deep kind of a setup here, and this is a significant move from the low. If you look at, even if you have not from the bottom, it's a 60% move, like at least 40% move so far. from this support. So this is good. This is still into consolidation. If you look at it, it is still into this consolidation. So despite of the great move, it's still in consolidation, but which is fine. It is moving away, and this is significant. I'm guessing the volume should be improving. Not not great, but improved. The week hasn't ended yet, so this is just a Tuesday evening, so it could really do well. And very encouraging. And I had highlighted this one, so you know that. Yeah, so with this update, I think I have gone through all the coins, BTC, DXPAR. In summary, I would say BTC has to be watched out for sure, but no need to panic, no need to assume. Social media is full of panic. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't pay much attention. Usually, I don't read much, but I read to understand what people are saying, not to learn, but to see the temperature, to see the trend. So yeah, they are fearful, and there is absolutely no data at this moment. It's more like they're assuming a lot. Um, Having said that, it doesn't mean that we ignore, but if we go by the key levels, there's absolutely no need to follow news, in my opinion. I'm not saying you should not read news, but the key levels are are the guide for me. And I would say if you believe in it, then that can be that can make the trading experience very smooth and um, stress free. Otherwise, I don't know, it's panic everywhere. Okay, then I think I'll wrap up here. There's nothing more to add. I'll always update if there's any significant change, and feel free to ask me any question you might have. Okay, thanks everyone. Bye for now.